Good afternoon, everybody. This is your guy, Old Man on the War, or Nice Paracord, coming to you with the Worksharp Ken Onion MK2 unit. Just got this guy the other day and have just been super busy and have not gotten a chance to dig into it yet. Today, this video that I'm making is going to be pretty much an unboxing and initial thoughts and getting the ball rolling on it here and stuff. Got the unit itself, and I did end up ordering some extra belts. So I've got the regular ones for the normal set, and then with the blade grinding attachment, which I didn't realize before, and this is an error on my part, is that you've got the 3/4 inch that goes on the normal, then you've got the 1 inch by 18 that goes on the blade grinding attachment. This is something I did wish I knew before that I didn't pay attention to, because I've been using Worksharp stuff for quite some time. I did end up buying a Ken Onion earlier this year that I just never ended up using because I've been using the Precision unit. So I bought the Ken Onion with a few extra belts, but I thought everything was just one size fits all. Definitely an issue on my part. So for anybody who is watching this video, I do want to definitely let you know that the unit itself, as you see here, that has the grinding attachment on there. The belt is wider and longer than just the actual unit as it comes, where you would do the pull-throughs on the sides. So 12 inch by 3/4, and then 18 inch by 1 inch wide. So you can see it right from here. If you look at the replacement belt kits, because I've got two of the same guys here, I just ended up ordering it that way. So I got more than enough belts, and even the belts that come with it, they say from their own or not their website, their YouTube, that the belts do last a very, very long time. They're high quality, which I do believe based on everything else that I've dealt with Worksharp. But in my mind, never hurts to have more. And then just the regular belts as well. So more than likely, I will probably not use the normal pull through on any regular basis. But if and when I do, I've got the extra belts there. Plus, I went a little, I don't want to say overboard, but I like using a strop, and I have several strops that I normally use that are wood based, that have got the leather on it and stuff. Actually bought a strop kit to go onto the blade grinding attachment. So there's your 1 inch by 18. So again, if you are looking, this is something that you would want to go with. And note, from what I had seen from a couple of different videos, and I'm just going to come up close to the box here, when you put these types of strops on, depending on who you get it from, everybody that I had seen that had commented on this from the Amazon side of the house had said it fits on just fine. It doesn't really rub against that part there, which is on the alternate side. That little piece there you can take off. I'll show it more later, of course. I'm just filling time, and I'll probably edit. God knows how I'll do that. But anyways, just be patient with me, folks. But you would put the strop on, and of course you're going to do your flat level, and then you're going to go across in that area there. But quote unquote, the rub is not bad, or if at all, right there. So something to be mindful of. I will, of course, cover that myself as we go along. So here is the stropping belts, which will be good. More than likely, I'll probably end up using these more than just the sanding, because the way I use my knives is if anything ever does happen, I end up just kind of stropping it real quick, and it's usually as good as new. So well, again, we will see. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I won't say this over and over, but yeah, I'm just going to pause the camera here for the moment, start getting into the box, and then I will pick back up from there. All right, picking back up and recording. This is going to be, well, I'm not going to call it B-roll, but I'm just going to do a couple of clips of how the unboxing goes here. So very cool little tab right there, and I've already kind of covered the box and stuff, but just try to get a view from the top here. There's the belts, the unit, power cable and stuff, there's that piece of cardboard that if you've seen the videos or they'll refer to, it's kind of your guide that tells you how to sharpen any type of blade. So this is going to be probably one of the more important things that you're always going to want to hang on to, despite the fact that you might want to get rid of the box. But what I'm going to do and this is how my mind works, is I'm going to take this, lay it out as flat as possible, get a good picture of it on my camera, put it in my favorites, add it to my little knife album or whatever, you know, do my cloud updates. So then if I ever do lose this little piece of thing or whatever, or cardboard that has the information, I'll just go ahead and refer to the picture or anything at that point. But given the types of knives I'm going to be doing, I'm going to remember what the grind and the angle is, because I've been doing this for a while with other blades, so it's not that big of a deal. But still, if you're kind of newer to this and you're making this type of investment, these are just little tips that I'm throwing at you guys here. There it is. There's the button that moves it around. There's the guides. There's what you would, I'm going to use my my Microtech here as an example. It's where you would put your blade in and whoop, or whoop. Sounds may vary based on experience. And then there is the adjustment for the angle from this perspective, which is really, really cool. So you can set it down or up. It was defaulted at 25, which is pretty cool. There is the trigger for power. There is the continuous, and then there's your up and down for the power as it runs. Key phrase right there. Ouch. Yeah, that was the sharpener I was talking about. That's the one that I've been using for well over a year that I've just been very used to and stuff. Yep, that was the click that you folks just heard. There's the grinder attachment. There's the extra belts and stuff, which are the bigger ones I was talking about earlier. So awesome. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and take the normal guy off here. I actually did it once kind of by accident here. So we're gonna push the thumb thing in, and we're just gonna turn it until it kind of comes out. And there's a set of what have you. Oh, when it gets there, oh, and it comes right on out. So then on the unit, the unit itself has things for it to fit into, and of course on the opposite side of the sharpener, they fit in there as well. Here's well, I left the belt on. I put it back on and tried to stretch the belt out. I probably should have taken the belt off, but that's fine because I'm not really going to be using this at the moment. But I'll get that figured out when I do decide to go back to that guy there. So okay, so the regular guy is off, and now it's time to figure out how to get this big guy on. Yeah, because here's the, yep. Oh, and then if you've seen it with the other videos, you can change the tension, which is really nice. There is the precise measurement for the angle and the tracking. And there is the belt connect unit as well. Also, something I was mentioning earlier is with the stropping belt, you've got this little plate that bends in a bit, gives you a little bit of resistance. You can see that piece there. This does slide out, so you can take that out if you wanted to have that open space if you needed it. Again, depends on what custom things you may be using. And then the other item here is with this raises up and down. This is handy from the aspect of when they want you to do the blade, they want you to lay it flat. Again, I'm going to use my Microtech here. You lay the blade flat, then you pick it up and do your, well, I should have brought the camera up, do your things across. Then you turn the blade over, set it flat, 90 degrees, bring it up, sounds may vary, and that's what you do with that there. Okay, so I'm just going to look at the side of this guy here. Okay, this is a complete metal housing. This is really heavy duty and stuff. And then there's the spin arm for the unit. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get this guy on. Okay, I have done some work with the, actually I ended up backing down. So I used the X4 a few times. That didn't seem to do much. It helped a little bit, but I actually backed down, went through the X22, then went up to the X4 and did the passes on these guys, and they're in pretty good shape. Like, I'm pretty impressed with them, but I want to refine them a little bit more. So with the separate actual leather units, I'm going to actually put this guy on, get the compound on that came with it. I got two of them. I got two of the belts here, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to kind of go with the green compound and do that because that's what I'm used to for normal stropping. I'm not going to put my diamond emulsion on anything yet. If I do, I'll do it on the second one. Or, I mean, for the cost, it was like, what, 22 bucks, I think, on Amazon. I might just buy another kit of two, and then I'll do my diamond emulsions on there if needed. So that's kind of getting a little nitpicky, and I don't want to really get to that point there. What you'll see here is the little metal clip. I actually did end up kind of pulling it off just based on the thickness of this guy. So I was looking at this and thought, hey, because it does come off pretty easily, as you can see, because I just put it back on, I'm just going to eliminate this because I'm not doing anything on this side of the sharpener right now. So just going to take that off, set it to the side for the moment, and I've got the unit pulled forward. Everything is fresh and open. I'm still operating at about that 17 degree for the chef cooking type knives there. Didn't do anything with my pocket knives. I might play with those later, or do a little more research on that. I'm gonna go ahead and get one of these guys loaded up, get some stropping compound on it, and hit the knives on it, and we will see what happens next. Update as I am doing this. It was tight to put on there, and the thing even said you might need to stretch it a little bit before you would put it on. As they said, most 1-inch type of units there. Went from the bottom, which I recommend, with the unit pulled forward. So I went in through there, up around there, which was fine. So it went behind those units. But then as we come up, I did have to pull and get it onto here. As it looks right now, the middle guy here is pushed all the way forward. So I am actually going to do this with you guys watching, or just for my own. Oh, see, that's really tight. I might, oh no, I'll do it. Fine. There we go. So there we are there. Very tight. It said it's going to need to stretch, which is fine. I'm really interested to see what's going to happen in a second when I pull this guy back. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, I didn't really go back far at all. There we go. Now let's see what happens when we turn it on, see how much tracking we need to do here. Right. Not too bad. Oh, it's actually, oh it is, I'm rubbing a little bit on there. Let me, here, you're not going to probably see it, but all right, I'm going to loosen this and see if I can pull it away from it a little bit. Well, not, it doesn't really need to. It's not that bad. Actually, it is good that I took that metal piece out. When you see the spacing, this is a thick piece of leather. I'm actually really impressed with that. Oh, there's a few frays from the leather on the sides, which I expect would be going on. So I'm going to turn it back on for a second here. All right. It's moving around good. There's a few little pieces of the leather flying off, but not a big deal. Okay, now let me see how the grain is going. Now this is going, all right, let's see. Okay, it's going that way. Let me just see how the strap is connected. Let me make sure I didn't put this on backwards. So that's going against the blade with there, not into it. Okay, so if this was going into it, that would break it away possibly, but this is, looks like the top, like it overlaps to the top, but it's going this way, which is fine because then your blade is there as you go across and that top part's always hitting the underneath. So that's a little safer, which is good. Now for the compound, see if I can get you guys set up with an angle. Probably not. Let me see. What can I set you on? Well, nothing really good. Well, here's ultimately what I'm going to do. I'll just kind of talk you through it. I'm not going to use the white compound. I've used white compound before. It's not a big deal. Green compound's kind of your friend. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the compound, I'm going to turn this guy on, and I'm just going to do a light little coating as it goes around. Actually, I'm just going to set the camera down and do it. Well, actually, yeah, you'll see kind of part of it here. Here we go. Oh yeah, little layer. Actually, oh yeah, okay. Now you're getting this color on there from the compound working its way into the leather. This is good. This is going to extend the life of the leather. You're going to build that strop where it's almost like a glass type of thing, not like ceramic, but it's just going to make it really, really nice to have going against your knives and stuff. So I'm going to do it again here. And actually, I'm going to bring this up so you can see it took a little bit off. There we go. So let's do it again here. Turn it on. What's really funny is on the other side of the table, little bits of it have flown everywhere, which is fine. Oh no! Oh my God! I broke my card apart. So I said take a picture of it. No, it's still fine. Okay. All right. So I've got. All right. Looking like a goofball here doing this. Anyways. Compound is on there. It's looking pretty good. Got a good little part of it out of there. I actually have the Sharp All green compound that I could probably bring out and put on there, which will be nice. Got that one little part over there that doesn't have any. Well, here's what I'm going to do. Turn the camera off here. I'm going to run the knife across this a few times to bevel it in there, and we will see what it looks like here in a little bit. You can see the color on the strap. It's doing its job. It's actually super smooth now, which is nice. Running it against these kitchen knives has definitely helped. It is very, very, very sharp. Way better than what they were, which I am very impressed with. Because again, really, only this one is one that is worth any money or there was some investment made into. These other guys are more of your obviously your low cost ones, but kind of the point here is like you can have your low cost knives and still do what you want to do and get them good and sharp with this, which just makes this Ken Onion edition that much more awesome. I'm going to be making dinner in a little bit here, and well, I'm not going to test each one of the knives out on the meat because I've been doing paper shards and stuff over there, so we will see how that goes and such. So yeah, when you put a little more compound on, you push a little more aggressively, and you turn the speed up to 4, well, yeah, you get all sorts of fun stuff coming off of there. Good times, good times. Well, let me say this. Ken Onion, this MK2, whatever you want to call it, the whole kit is worth every penny in my mind. This is a fantastic sharpening unit. There's definitely more to be done, but based on stuff that I've already been doing sharpening manually, to go to this and just be able to have that smooth effort between the knives, again, just, you know, back and forth with that angle, moving through the belts very easily by moving that kick thing forward, taking the belt out from the bottom and bringing it up through the top, having the tension unit, bringing your blade there. It's just fantastic. Plus turning it on and hitting the button up top for it to go, and the speed settings, it's absolutely fantastic. Very, very, very happy. So I'm going to edit and post this video. It should be pretty concise for what I was talking about and such. If anyone has any questions, please in the comments, you know, ask any questions you have. Please watch, please share it, please, you know, like my channel if you don't already. Channel's called Knives Paracord. I've been doing mostly motorcycle videos because I started doing motorcycling this year, but I do a lot with knives, and I've been doing paracord projects for a number of years now. Please subscribe, definitely would appreciate it. Again, thank you all who have watched and have seen this, and if you want to see more about this guy and sharpening some other things, please let me know. And until the next time, catch you guys soon.